Yeah, it's so weird to still say good morning and just get silent waving back at me. Welcome to Mr. Leonard's Celebration Assembly type thing number 4. I hope you can all see that. Yes? Can you all see that? Lovely job. So here we go. Let's have a look at what we've done today. Let's start with finding out about some fab work that you have been doing in class. Now, obviously, in year 6, we've been looking at... Are you coming? Come to the next slide. You've been looking at the story of Sadako Sathio and the 1,000 paper cranes. And so there's been loads of building and folding origami cranes. I believe the aim is to try and get to 1,000. I particularly liked Pink Army. Pink Army, this particular group of pink cranes that were made by one particular member of year 6. Nice work, year 6. But you've also been doing some art based around Sadako and her story. I will write peace on your wings and you will fly all over the world. So some beautiful art that we've seen, showing those images, taking that inspiration from the books and things that you were looking at. So really nice stuff going on there. Nice little manga, big eyes version over here, tapping into the Japanese heritage of it. Lovely. In the year 3 bubble, I know you've been looking at printing and you've designed some landmarks in the style, some printing of landmarks of Southampton in the style of Andy Warhol, and there are some beautiful examples of those. That must be the Civic Centre Tower there. That looks a bit like the Itchen Bridge to me. And that is the Bargate. Nice work. And you've been designing your own designs for unit print. Popcorn Army. We've got Popcorn Army over there, and we've got this very cute little bear with a bear-shaped nose thing going on there too. Year 5, you've been looking at colour mixing and Kandinsky. And here are some examples of your Kandinsky artwork that you were creating yesterday. Going to look really effective when they're all mounted and put up in class. I look forward to seeing those. Also in year 3, we saw one example of it last week, but I just thought we'd share just some brilliant mark making in these beetles. It just looks really effective, and there's more of those on display in the classroom. So that's really lovely to see as well. Ramani did some beautiful cross-stitch work on some Binker material. Now, Mrs. Isaac said, could I share a photo of it in Celebration Assembly? I said, yeah, absolutely. If you send me a photo of it and not her, but she'd already sent it home, so that's why we've got a slightly blurry picture. But Ramani has taken her time to do some beautiful sewing in year 3. Really good stuff. In year 4 bubble, you've been drawing some dragons. I'm assuming this is based on some Draw Rob stuff, particularly like the different colour mixing that's gone on with the pencils there, getting those shades and tones in, the outlining that made this one pop. But you've also been learning about all the different types of teeth. So science is alive and well in school too. As is maths, just some brilliant examples of finding the 3 times table and looking at patterns of complements to 100. So really nice work there. Well done for not circling 98 like you attempted, because 96 add 3 is 99. While we're here, I know this is an infant thing, but I just thought I'd share this bit of brilliance. So you normally get the police to come in and talk to them, but because the police can't come inside, then we got them to come in virtually, and Miss Artfold organised for a police officer to have a conference call just like this one, and where all the classes learn about what it's like to be in the police and what the police do to help us. Anyway, on to some home learning stars. Home learning stars. We got this. This is from Zach Cowan, some abstract art that he's created at home, and there's lots of different techniques, shapes and textures being generated there. So a really nice example of art in the curriculum at home. Well done, Zach. We have had Kavya in 3IW at home, has been working on her multiplication and has done some English writing, which is illustrated beautifully, to finish a story from the given point. So really nice work going on there. We've had Nico in 3IW. I know he's back in school now, but this was some home learning stuff that was sent. He was investigating healthy eating. You can see those different parts of the plate, half of it being fruit and vegetables, and then some protein, and then some carbohydrates and things, as well as doing some story writing as well. I can see that a frightened Elsa stood in the golden room, and the story goes on from there. Nice job, Nico. Abdul in 3AW has done some story writing. And we've obviously been looking at verbs and adjectives and nouns and adverbs. That's why all the different colours are there. So really nice job, Abdul. And then Sebastian in 5H has written a story based on Cogheart. His story is currently 9 chapters long and counting, and there's a little snippet of it for you there. The mysterious disappearance of John Brooke was whispered in rumours the following days. At Sword School, Swan heard people uttering to each other while directing their line of vision at him, and for some reason, the hilt of his broadsword. Ooh, brilliant writing, Sebastian. I'm sure I'd love to read all of it when you're back in school next year. I know Fanwell's back in school, but Fanwell has also been doing some writing based on his reading of The Last Kids on Earth, Chapter 1, The Life of a Normal Kid, The Last Few Kids in Southampton, The Apocalypse. So he says, hi, my name is Fanwell Zemenko. This book is about my life in an unbelievable era of humanity in Southampton. Ooh, I'll leave that there if you want to read it. You can pause it when you watch the video. Just to say, though, we've also had Ethan. Ethan has been working really hard at home on his times tables, and Ethan has attained the status of rock hero. So really well done to Ethan. Now, what that means is it means that Ethan can answer those times tables rockstar questions in under 1 second each time, which is really impressive skill. And he joins this list of 13 people. There we go, Ethan. Ethan is just down there on the bottom. These people... Saladin Mohammed, Thomas, Fred, Gautam, Anraj, Bishu, Sarah Bass, Yakub, Ayan, Mikhail, Rahman, and Ethan, who are all at that rock hero status. Really good job, you people. Well done. So anyway, the middle bit of my assembly today is just going to be about managing change. It's a bit different today. Things are starting to open back up. We're sort of looking ahead to next year. And we've got to sort of manage that change. Now, for you guys, one of those major changes that you'll be either if you're year 6 changing school, or if you're in the other year group, you will be changing your class teacher and your year group. Normally we'd have transition activities, and I know that very soon, if you keep your eyes peeled, you'll be finding out a little bit more about that. And although we can't offer that transition work that would normally be happening, we will be offering some videos from your teachers. That we're sending you some messages about what it's going to be like in that new class and introducing themselves to you. So keep your eyes peeled for that one. All right, so this is a time of great change. You know, everything's opening back up on July the 4th tomorrow. As communities make significant moves towards opening up after nearly 3 months of lockdown. It has been about 3 months. It's been forever, hasn't it? And it's normal for us all to have mixed feelings about that, with some feeling excited or relief and others sitting with worry about the spread of the virus and how safe the easing of lockdown is for them and their family. Many of us feeling both excited and worried, and that is perfectly normal. So we know that more year groups have started returning to school. Some of you have probably got brothers and sisters at secondary school. They've started returning in dribs and drabs as well. Non-essential shops are open. I went to John Lewis on Wednesday for the first time since lockdown started. And services like dentists and opticians are also now open, which is brilliant news because I can finally go and get my eyes tested tomorrow. And that's good news for society and good news for you, because we know that that interaction with society is important for our healthy development and for our long-term well-being, how we feel about ourselves. But it's normal to feel some anxiety about those changes. So if you are feeling a bit worried about it, that is a completely normal thing to do. So here are some tips for re-entering the outside world, getting back to the new normal. If you're worried about something, talk to somebody about your worries. They might not be able to give you any solutions, but being heard and understood can be helpful in a different way so that people know what they're looking out for. Take small steps to reintegrate in society at first. You haven't got to do everything at once. You haven't got to go to the opticians and go to the dentist and go to school and go to all the shops and go and meet all your friends all at once. But reconnecting with friends or a quick trip to the supermarket, maybe a smaller one at first, you don't have to do everything at once. The other thing is, if you've got loads of different options, that idea of making a plan, particularly if you're thinking about changing school or changing class, think about what you're going to have to do to alleviate some of that worry and anxiety. Good idea to have a plan of what you're going to be doing, thinking ahead and think what it might be like. Think about what it's been like some of those other years as well. And remember, it's okay to not know all the answers. It may take time for everybody to get used to the new normal. And we certainly don't all have the answers. We're all playing it a little bit by ear. but we are trying to help one another to manage that through. All right, that said, it's time for Bubble Stars, and our first Bubble Star in the Year 5 Key Work Group is Erin. Round of applause for Erin, everybody. Yay, good job, Erin. This week, the award goes to Erin for her passionate participation in the deforestation of rainforest debate. Her arguments and counter-arguments were well thought through and delivered eloquently with conviction and passion. Nice job, Erin. In Mr. May's room, we've got Louis. Round of applause for Louis, everybody. Good job, Louis. Well done, Louis. You've had a solid week and participated with relish in every activity. Your set of instructions to guide the dead from the house with chicken legs was written well and illustrated effectively. You've been involved in all class discussions and produced some good findings during maths investigations. Well done, Louis. Our next Bubble Star is Simon. Well done, Simon. Round of applause for Simon, everybody. Yay, good job, Simon. For always being a superstar, kind, caring, helpful, funny, hardworking, and an absolute joy to teach. Thank you for being such a brilliant member of the Guardians of Positivity. St. George's are very lucky to be having you next year. Well done for another great week. You're a star. Well done, Simon. Couldn't agree with that anymore. Brilliant stuff. Mika, we've got Mika is our star of the week in Mr. Ward's group. Well done, Mika. A brilliant week for Mika. You've impressed Mr. Ward with your superb problem-solving skills in maths, solving chunky problems and working out formula for tricky questions. You've also shown great origami skills and are the Year 6 paper crane expert. He says you only have another 900 to go, though. But brilliant work this week. Well done, Mika. Our next one is Massey in Year 4 Key Work Group. Round of applause for Massey, please. Well done on a fantastic week. You've worked extremely hard this week, and I've been so impressed with the work you have completed. In grammar, you were able to rewrite sentences with a variation of pronouns to avoid repetition. You've shown a great understanding of money and place value in maths this week by completing tricky worded problems. And I was also impressed with your setting description in English, where you created a detailed image of an empty house in a dark, gloomy street. Keep up the good work. Well done. And I think this is finally goes to Pfizer. Nice job, Pfizer. A round of applause for Pfizer. Good job, Pfizer. Pfizer, well done for another fantastic week. You've worked incredibly hard in every lesson. This week, you planned, edited, and published a brilliant piece of instruction writing based on the bubble novel, The House with Chicken Legs. You also created a beautiful painting in response to our learning about Sadako Sasaki. It was a wonderful piece of work that you should be very proud of. Each day, you're kind, thoughtful, and selfless. You're always going out of your way to make sure others around you are happy. You're a brilliant example of a great friend and classmate. Thank you for being such a star every day. It wasn't the last one. We've got another one. And this one goes to in Year 3, Ramani. Well done, Ramani. Round of applause for Ramani. Ramani has Year 3 Key Workers Bubble Star of the week is Ramani, who has been an absolutely amazing learner. She's been extremely creative, produced beautiful sewing as we saw earlier, as well as making a neat and accurate press print of Southampton's Bargate in the style of Andy Warhol. Over the last few weeks, she's shown great resilience when learning her times tables, nice job, and used this knowledge to great effect when chunking on a number line to divide. You're a superstar. Well done, Ramani. That does end my presentation. Nice job, everybody. Some super duper work. I'm now going to do the traditional thing of playing some music and waving and seeing who's going to be last one out. See you all later, everybody.